Yeah, we live, man. They wouldn't let us do a proper setup and all of that shit, but we live. And make sure you tune in, share the vibe. You dig what I'm saying? If you want to come back to us, it's at push_us and subscribe to the channel. You dig what I'm saying? I'm here with Chief Raven Feather.
Peace, love, and happiness, like they say in our old school favorite dance show, Soul Train. Live in East Oakland. Pow pow, man. Indirect control of our mind, bodies, and souls. Love, peace, and harmony.
You dig? And with that being said, let's talk some boxing. You dig what I'm saying? What's the latest thing that's coming up? What's going on that you hearing in the neck of the woods? Because it's been kind of quiet, but they still talking about that Crawford and Canelo fight coming to a close with somebody signing.
Hopefully that does happen, right? And we get to see the David and Goliath story. You know what I'm saying? Happen right in front of us.
I like that.
You
I like
know,
that.
they say they're not gonna give Canelo no credit if he win, cause he's bigger. They're the same size.
I got a question to ask. Did Triple G take the credit when Kell Brooks came up there? Of
Yes,
course
he
he
did.
did.
He
All
made
right,
it.
all right.
Mm-mm-mm.
And prime example, once again, Triple G said, I get an easy day in the office, right? If it's easy work, let's go get this easy money. And Triple G showed his valor and his heart, and he went and he took that money and he beat him and he proved he was too small. The nerve of you.
Of Canelo's opponents were smaller than him, so they're both rich. So let's kill the height narrative and that Bud is
They've earned that.
trying to get his money.
No.
He's already rich.
They earned the money fight and they earned the legacy fight.
That's what
So
we
now
want to
that
see.
now that the money's not on the board, thanks to the brothers, and
Turkeyology.
thanks to the brother, you dig what I'm saying? He
Our
made
people's from another part of the world.
you feel me? He made the money not a problem. Now it's a call to your warriorship.
Yeah, your heart
It's a call to your heart now,
and your
bro.
cojones.
Right
They say
now.
in
If it's easy
front
money,
that border.
if it's easy money, do a repeat of Triple G and Kell Brooks.
Yeah.
If it's that easy money.
Fans
Who wants
wanna
to
see
work
it.
that hard in the office? If you got a hard work day, you take big rocks and you turn them into little bitty tiny small rocks, right? That's hard work. Then the boss say, hey man, today you can come in the office and shred paper on in the shredder.
Canelo fans, cut the shenanigans, man. I don't want to hear all these excuses about he's too big or Bud is couch or whatever the excuses is, man. This is good for boxing, great for boxing.
No, really just put it on the board and call it a business move. This is business. These dudes are companies.
Yeah.
This is bigger than boxing. You know,
We
their
wanna say
business
it is
is
about
boxing.
money, is it? We want to see the fight, man. But yeah, let them get paid because
The purse has been taken care of.
Yeah.
If it's easy money, take the easy money.
Take the easy route like you've been doing, Canelo.
You dig what I'm saying?
If it's so easy.
If it's very easy, take easy money. Who don't want the easy money?
I love easy money. In fact, that's what I strive for in life. It's easy money.
Is he? Are we plucking pigeons, or are we fleecing sheep? Easy money.
Easy money, man.
Easy money.
So Canelo fans and Canelo, stop it. We want to see you fight.
No, tell me why Canelo will win the fight. And there's a bunch of reasons why he can win the fight.
Yeah.
Right. So fuck all the other shit. Tell me why he can win the fight.
Tell me why Canelo hasn't knocked out anybody in a long time.
No, it's plenty of reasons why Canelo can win the fight.
He ain't knocked nobody out, I don't think.
No, but it's plenty of reasons.
He can.
He can.
But if it go to a decision, everybody is ultimately saying Bud's gonna win. If you don't knock out Bud wins. That's what y'all do.
The little guy, if you don't knock out the little guy,
Bud wins. Look at all the Canelo fans.
man, hey man, it's beautiful. It's a display of the human brain, the human intellect. It shows a lot, and that's why I'm going to keep it up to show the the heights or the lows of the human mind, of the human being, and
Chase
it's
Styles make
truly,
fights.
huh? Love is life. This is the best ever. So as we keep on going, right? Canelo has plenty of ways he can win this fight.
Definitely.
Crawford has plenty of ways he can win this
Definitely.
fight, right? And that's where the opinions go into the game. Like, I believe Crawford can win it this way. Now, I believe Canelo can win it this way. It's all whose script is written the best and which actors can follow it the best.
And there it is. Follow the game plan that's scripted out, and whoever has that best plan will win. That's the script. That's the sweet science in its simplest form.
It's boxing. And that's all it is. It's boxing. You dig what I'm saying? And I just heard that Ryan Garcia turned down the offer for the rematch. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I seen that, man.
Man.
And Devin Haney. I'm from East Oakland. He ain't from East Oakland because they say he grew up in Las Vegas, but he got Oakland ties, so kind of tied to him. He's probably the most hated boxer in all of sports. You know what I'm saying? In all of boxing, he's right now probably the hated. They want to hate to see him. I think he's the most hated.
Hate to see him lose?
Yeah, they want to see him die.
Well, they paid to see Muhammad Ali lose too.
Yeah,
That's
where Devin Haney is. Some people don't like to fight fair. Like, it seems like lying, untestworthy Ryan, guy who cheats, don't want to come clean and bring it to the board.
Take the rematch, Ryan.
Yeah, man, give it to the feds clean.
It's for the honor of the warrior.
Yeah.
It's for the honor of the warrior. That's why the call is calling, and that's why warriors step in the battlefield, and that's why that's where the medal is proven.
The most important thing that I liked it was Devin, from what they say, according to testing, which is the only testing, Violet's the only one that they use, right?
The most important. Absolutely.
Okay. So he's a year-round tester. I liked that, right? So all these boxers don't want to test year-round because they want an advantage. They don't have the dedication like a Devin Haney or Floyd Mayweather and many other great boxers.
But that may be also financial, but then I really can't say that because if you're boxing at that elite level, you guys got some money in the camp to make sure your product, which is your fighter, is running right so the company can be a success. And in his case, and in a few of their cases, they are the product and they are the company, so they have to make wise decisions for their company.
New era boxing.
I get that. No, I get that, but that's not excusing the Canelo situation.
No.
Let's not confuse that with Canelo's situation. That statement that I just made. Some guys are the product and they're the company, so they have to make wise decisions for their company. I get that, right? And then what is the company based on? What is the company model? What is the company's philosophy? Right?
Especially if you're an up-and-coming company.
See, and then, right, if you're an up-and-coming company, you'll definitely go after some of the greats to get established, win or lose. You know what I mean? So I get that too for the boots chasing Crawford, right? When Crawford's chasing a bigger fish, if you will, in Canelo.
Or Errol Spence, to that matter.
Errol Spence is not boxing anymore.
He chased him until, beforehand. But
that was ridiculous. That was a 6-year hunt, brother. That was the longest hunt known to mankind.
Well, now that we don't have to worry about this side of the street crap, man. Canelo, you know what I'm saying, and Bud need to go and handle that, man. So we can put some of these fans glue in their mouth.
It'll be the biggest fight in
Need
history.
some glue sandwiches for a couple of fans,
Bro.
whether it be the Bud fans or whether it be the Canelo fans.
It's the biggest
Somebody
fight.
got to eat a glue sandwich when that fight come on and give much due respect.
It's the biggest fight in history, bro. It will be a sellout fight on pay-per-view. And here's the hook. No American company is willing to pay neither one of those fighters what it takes to get that done, to even receive that type of profit margin. Still, they wouldn't want to give these fighters their just due. And now we got this brother that's coming in from out the country.
Turkey Al-Shiki.
That's ready and willing to give the world what they want.
You know,
why is not the fight not made? Why is the fight not made? Why is the fight not made?
Scared man.
There's no way Canelo would ever get
no excuses.
300 million, 150 million for a fight in the U.S. Who's going to put it on? Who's going to put the money up? No one in this country. I hate to say it. No. And yet this will be the biggest take of sport in the past 3 years.
Anybody that's who's gonna come see that?
In the past 3 years.
The front row video.
Possibly 10. Possibly 10 years, bro. This could possibly be bigger than
it would be bigger
a Floyd fight. This would be bigger than a Floyd fight.
Could reach the million views.
This would be bigger than a Floyd fight, bro.
For sure, a million views, but pay-per-view buys.
Bigger. This would be the biggest. This would match a Mike Tyson gate. And if you were to put the computer science behind that, it would still match it on pay-per-view sales.
For sure.
But they were doing pay-per-view back then. But they didn't have as many arenas and shit.
No.
Yeah, but they were doing pay-per-view sales.
Turkey Al-Shiki know what he's doing. I've seen a couple of events that he done through so far. I mean, they wasn't no extravagant things, but it was people that we wanted to see, like they had all the heavyweights fight.
The fights made.
You know what I'm saying?
He make the fights. He make the fights. He give the people what he wants. He believes in the people. And that's why he doesn't mind doing it, because he knows he's in a great position for boxing. And to make a business of it. Definitely to make a business of it.
And to give the entertainment aspect, the exciting part, back to boxing without all the
if money
politics
is keeping
that come along with it.
If money is keeping them from their legacy, he's saying that it's not a problem to get to your legacy.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Just get in that ring and put on the fight.
Yes.
Follow the rules and regulations and give the fans a good entertainment.
Absolutely.
You know, that's what we love about boxing. You know, whether it be street boxing, all the way up to professional boxing.
And is it true that Floyd is getting ready for another exhibition?
You know, that would be interesting
to be determined.
To see who would fight. I don't know who he is.
Right.
I haven't heard that one. But, you know, Floyd is capable of drawing those great, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even got to say real boxing, but there's people that just like names and shit. Because it's very few to me right now that really, they call them casual fans. You know what I'm saying? And
that's because they are.
Those are the people that
that's because they are casual fans,
descriptions, bro. Arguing, and you know what I'm saying, be racial.
They romanticize really boxing. They romanticize the sport.
You know what I'm saying? They fanboys.
They romanticize the sport.
We know the sport is built on pride. You know what I'm saying? And it's built
Warriors honor.
Yeah, it's built on pride, and it's
built
on you know, it's a very racial sport too. You know, so with these elements, you know, you got these fanboys that's very disrespectful, and you know, it's sad. But we gonna keep it lit, man, with the real information from the love of boxing. You know, hopefully you casual fans start doing your research and understand boxing.
That's all we need you to do, because once again, this is Boxing Talk, live with Spartacus Life and Chief Ravenfeather. So I just need y'all to know that these are our opinions of what's going on, and I believe heavily put that a lot of real boxing enthusiasts are saying the same thing. Win, lose, or draw, we personally believe, we believe that it'll be the biggest fight in the past 10 years. Easy.
Hopefully it'll
Easy.
bring back some eyes to the sport. That was,
Easy.
you know what I'm saying, more of the people who haven't been watching. Draw some more, some newer.
Sign the contract,
fans.
Canelo.
Yeah, man.
Sign the goddamn contract, man.
You need
168. It should be a weight clause on your ass. It should be a weight clause on you.
Yeah.
It should be a weight clause on you at 68,
Canelo.
You feel me? 68 and then 72.
And
but now Bud probably saying, I don't give a fuck about his weight inflection. That shit ain't gonna help his ass. And that's how Bud may be feeling. And y'all may be feeling that, hey, sign the contract, Canelo.
So all you talk about that Canelo's too big and is a waist size for a reason. Yeah, all right. Canelo went up some weight classes too.
Prove it. We love to see the gladiators in the arena.
Yeah, we want to see the best fight the best, man.
We love to see the Davis and Goliaths, right? That's what we're in it for. The little bitty Mike Tyson taking down the big old man. Yes, we used to love to see that. Y'all don't want to see that anymore? Because we have an opportunity to see that with Canelo and Crawford.
Are you scared to see that the big guy was just that? A big guy with a cream puff. I think he cream puff to the big guys like Bud. Because he fights so many people that's...
How many gold medalists have Canelo taken out?
I don't remember. I don't think none.
Yeah, that's a great question, right? How many gold medalists have Canelo taken out to resume?
How many top 10 pound for pound fighters have he taken out?
It's a great question.
Sad. How many fights did Canelo lose and got famous off of? Who could get famous off of losing a fight?
How many undefeated fighters has he fought?
I know he got famous for losing to Floyd Mayweather.
That was education. That really wasn't a loss.
That was an ass whooping in first degree. Stand in front of a big guy and move. He ain't even run. He running. He was right there
that was education.
In the pocket, man.
No, yeah, that was education.
He didn't have to go nowhere. This nigga was swinging and missing and swinging. Poor Canelo. And he don't like fighters like that.
You have two things. You would succumb to the pressure or you will rise through the education of it. And I would say Canelo rose through the education of that process.
He did get better, though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say that he hasn't got better. And he was better than most of the fighters that he fought because he cherry-picked it.
He's a world champion.
He beat world champions that were soft like toilet seat. Nah, I ain't gonna even. To all the champions that Canelo fought, salute. Because it takes cojones to become a world champion. So,
First. Now
he beat some world champions.
Yeah. How many undefeated world champions did he beat? Things like that. These are great questions because they need to be answered.
Well, they already answered them.
Well,
she's not the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, according to Mexican people.
Canelo?
He don't rank in the top.
Man, that's a long list, though.
I know he not.
He's probably in the top 20, though.
Julio Chavez, Cesar Chavez.
That's number one.
He number one?
It's number one. He got to be number one. And in the past few decades, according to stats alone, brother. According to stats alone, brother.
I don't know. De La Hoya was ready to fight everybody in his time.
No. Yeah, but when you
got in there
when you hang it up and put it on the shelf and you judge the record of the man, not what they could have did, the record of the man, Julio Cesar Chavez still ranked number one, top two, top three.
Yeah, De La Hoya.
De La Hoya will probably be on that other side of the top 10, from that 10 to 20 position. Right? He'd probably be 12, 13. Canelo was 20. I would say Canelo was about top 20 in that.
What about the hands of stone?
No, he's in the top 10. Latin fighter. That nigga top 10 for sure.
I
you
think
know,
he
from
higher
Cuba.
than Canelo.
Definitely. Record alone.
Yes, indeed. That nigga went from
We just
pound for
judging the
pound, one of the
records.
pound for pound greats, man.
You know, and while we speaking on history, let's cover a little bit of history. In each episode, we'll pick a fight towards the end and discuss the beauty and the making of that fight. And I like to start it out with Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray. Man, what was your thoughts on that, bro?
I was in love with boxing because of Sugar Ray, you know, and I come up in that era when you got a chance to see Larry Holmes and the end of the course, Muhammad Ali going off into that era from having my dad and his brothers watching boxing and me being there. That was at the time when I watched the fight, and I watched this fight several times. In the beginning of the years, I thought Sugar Ray Leonard won. But now, I think Sugar Ray Leonard lost. The build up to that fight was spectacular because that was like the who's who. You know what I'm saying? This was like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? But everybody assumed that Sugar Ray Leonard, because he was well loved at the time, was going to win that one. Right?
Man.
He was the, you know what I'm saying? The face of boxing.
I'll say, I thought Marvin Hagler won that fight. And then when you look at in that middleweight division, he is definitely
the
top 3
of all time.
If not number 1.
Number 1, I had to go with. I'm going with the number 1. I had to change my thing with Marvin Hagler.
All right.
When I went back and I love to go back and watch old fights. And I've watched that one on numerous occasions. And when I seen it when I was little, like I said, Sugar Ray Leonard won. But now, it's for sure Marvin's won that fight by a large margin to me. But one of the greatest of all time. And I think that was a great fight. And I remember how
it's live, y'all.
I don't even think that was a pay-per-view. That was on TV, right? On regular TV.
It may have been.
That might have been when shit was on HBO Showtime. That was probably around the time when that shit first came out. HBO Showtime.
Cold as a motherfucker out here, y'all. We out here really on the bricks. I had to turn this heater on for a second.
But I remember when I was little, how that when all that was taking place, man. And like I said, I'm glad Sugar Ray won at the time. But as the years went on, now I look at fight differently, and I look at fights completely different from a fan's perspective than I do from just looking at it from who's got the technique, who's got the skill, who's got the sweet science. I look at boxing and I judge it, and I'm completely different from when I first started off watching that.
Man, I like to say, along with that, that fight, in the making of that fight, and footnote, Hagler had 54 fights before he had a title opportunity. Wow, that's just fucking incredible. But then the more so important, I think he got tricked out of his positioning in that fight to put him in a position to lose the fight on paper. Because clearly he won the fight in the ring, but he did not win it on paper. And in my eyes, because I believe this, that there was no way Hagler should have fought the Beast Mugabe and then fought Sugar Ray after that. If anything, the Beast Mugabe and Sugar Ray should have had to fight to see who fights Hagler. So the political fix was in, to me, when you researched that fight, the fix was in, because there was no way Hagler should have had those 2 fights back to back. After having 54 10-rounders to get a title fight, that's ridiculous, man. And then hold it for 16, 17 title defenses afterwards. Yeah, clearly number 1, and not in all times, because you would have to go Sugar Ray Robinson.
Oh yeah. Well, then we
have
to
top 5.
He in the top 5.
He's definitely
going
in the top 5.
We're going to the top 5. We could go for what we have. Number 3, 2, 3, or 4. You got Sugar Ray Robinson.
You know what I mean?
said,
fair to the
so, you
game.
know, we got to do it like that, man.
Right. To be fair to the game, so clearly in the top 5 when it
So
comes to
I'm
that.
glad I got a chance to see Marvin Hagler. I didn't get a chance to see Sugar Ray Robinson in his prime, but I did get a chance to see Marvin Hagler, and he walked in that ring like nigga, that bald head nigga, like damn, he looked like he whooped everybody ass in the world walking up in that ring.
He was the Jaguar King, man.
Rest in peace to him too.
Yes, rest in peace to him, man.
Miss you, man.
Your legacy will live on forever.
Yes, indeed.
As long as the great sport of this boxing is, your name will be spoken, brother.
One of the greatest fighters that could switch it up, man.
Now that's legacy.
But
that's legacy. That's legacy, people. Especially in this boxing world. What he did will live on as long as this sport lives on. As long as the spirit of the gladiator will live on, he will be inducted into that.
You ain't
Valhalla.
never watched him or seen him. They have his fights on YouTube. Feel free to go take an observation of pure beauty of boxing on how a motherfucker whoop your ass in that ring.
You know he made 2 movies as well.
I know, he was a movie star. Yeah, he went over there and became a movie star.
Man, pretty good movies.
Rest in peace, man.
Hey, you know what? That's a really, really great question. And to keep it fair in women's boxing, it's still new in my mind at the professional levels. You know what I mean? In the amateurs, it's like, I'm really abreast to what's going on there. But I'll say I have to go Carissa Shields until the world proves otherwise.
Her accolades speaks for themselves. It wasn't her fault she had to fight the champions that held the belt, and she took the titles from them. It wasn't her fault she went to 2 back-to-back Olympics and got the belts. It wasn't her fault when she came in, she got an early title shot and got a belt faster than anybody ever at the time. I mean,
but she earned that position.
On. Yeah,
the same way Lomachenko did, right? Lomachenko got in position. The other boy got in position because they had the accolades, double gold medals.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a difference with Carissa Shields at all. At all.
So there it is.
She earned that.
She earned it. She climbed the ladder. Now she got 4 belts in how many weight classes? Something that do you know any boxer that ever did that man-wise?
Crawford.
In 3 different weight classes. He got him in 2.
3?
Crawford got him in 3. He got all 4 of them in 3. I remember 2.
I thought it was 35.
He got it in
40, right? 35, 40. He had 2 of them.
Yeah, 40. 40.
I thought he started at 35, though.
40 and 47. Welter and welterweight. He took over both of them. And then he only had 2 years, the 40 division and the 47.
Okay, I'll go with that.
And that's spectacular in its own because, shit, I remember it was only 3 belts. Pernell Whitaker, one of my favorite fighters of all time.
Hey.
Rest in peace, man.
Man. And what you did will live on in the sport as long as the sport lives on, brother.
One of the greatest. I was just watching him the other day, and I was just like, man. He was just supreme, sublime. You know,
he was he was geometrical wizard of joint movement.
Yeah, he did. He knew how to move.
He knew how to move, man, and be right in front of you. He had,
you know what I'm saying?
He had complete joint movement over his body to put his body in those crazy positions to get out of the way of the punch and still counter the punch.
He had great vision, man. You could see that shit coming a mile away.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
That's the thing about boxing, man. You got supreme vision. You get it. All the people that had great, superb defensive skills, they had great vision.
Now, he's definitely top 5.
Of course.
Definitely fucking top 5 of all time.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? Because
if you can't hit him,
they be right in front of your face, man.
If you can't hit him, what you gonna do, man? The number 1 rule of boxing is Don't get it.
We Boxing Talk Live, man. We really in the hood, in the car, chopping it up about boxing, man. And these are our opinions, man. And they may lead to your facts by us speaking it. You dig what I'm saying? Marcus down his research. Canelo, take the fight.
Take it, man. And all the fans, that's Canelo fans, push him over the ledge.
Get
Y'all
the easy
want to
money.
y'all want him to get that easy money too.
Get the easy money, man. Always get the easy money.
So, fans, that's Canelo fans. If he don't take this fight, I wouldn't pay or go watch him or nothing. Hit him in the pockets.
Man, you want the money already in the bag, or you got to sweep the money up, put it in bags, get it nice and go. Nigga, put my shit in the bag, make it easy, man. Easy money. Yeah, this motherfucker's supposed to be easy money. Get that easy money, Canelo. Please get that easy money.
Canelo, we want to see on, what's the date that they said? Cinco de Mayo would be a good day. Huh? That'd be a good day for a fight.
I think, yes.
The 5th of
Yes.
May? Yeah. We want to see it on that day. Let's do it like that, like you've been doing. You know, you always fight on these beautiful
It's too early now. It would have to be next year.
You don't think it'll be in time?
No. To get ready for Crawford.
But is in the gym right now.
It's not enough time. Right now, May is not
Well,
enough time
He
for
should
Canelo.
be-
May is not enough time. He will not be ready. He will get knocked the fuck out.
Who?
Canelo will get knocked the fuck out if it was May of 2025. No,
That's
he's
his
not
ass.
ready. He's not ready.
I don't
It
want
will
to
be
wait
next
no other
year.
year. Bro.
It will. It'll be a whole nother year
I
before we
want
see
it
that fight.
today, and I want to see Canelo get set on his booty cheeks. He got set. Man, didn't he get hurt one time? What was that he got hurt by?
Every fighter in the ring gets hurt. It's
Yeah.
how well they can hold a poker
I
face.
seen him wobble. I haven't seen Canelo get wobbled like in a minute. Like maybe against what's his name?
Not even.
Yeah, I ain't really seen him get hurt.
I seen him get exhausted. I seen him
Yeah, I seen him run out of gas.
I seen him get hurt. Not in terms of a headshot. I seen him hurt from a punch with excellent poker face skills to make the average onlooker seem that it never affected him. But for boxing enthusiasts, you knew.
Canelo could take a punch. I'll give him that too. You know what I'm saying? I seen him get punched. You know what I'm saying? He could take a punch, but
And let's say he never took a punch, right? He never had to take a punch, right? That means it's still questionable, correct? Okay. That doesn't take a knock against him. It just says it's still questionable in the sport, in the rule, in the philosophy. It's a great chin, but we don't know if it's a good chin.
no.
We don't even know if it's a chin because it's never been hit. You see what I mean?
Well, what's
Now-
his name? Bibble's a bigger dude, right? He touched him up pretty much in that fight, right?
I don't know if he took any straight shots. You know, it was like too observative to take a straight shot. It'll take some wizardry to get that done, if you will. Right? This game will be this boxing match will be totally psychological. It won't be physical.
And yeah, for real.
Yeah, this is a psychological fight, and that's where I don't think Canelo's prepared, and I don't think you can get him prepared for that. I don't.
All he gonna do is try to cut the ring off all night, and Bug just gonna slap it, blah, 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 blah. He gonna be walking with that cover forward shit, cut the ring off, and he
Japanese
just gonna
hornet
he gonna
attack.
slide about there, blah, blah. Slide
feel
in,
me?
slide right.
It's gonna be a
Then he
Japanese
gonna go to the center of the
hornet
ring.
attack, nigga. It's
About
gonna be
10th
big
round,
hornet bites
and
on
dance on him. By
Right.
then, you know, Canelo power, because, you know, 19th round, he still be up and fighting. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't the same Canelo around then. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he hella old. So, in his last few fights, late
He's
on,
younger.
he's been ugly in his
He's
last
younger
few
than
fights.
Crawford.
Yeah, he's younger than Crawford, but
Crawford. He's younger
you
than
know, he really still don't look good later on in the fights. Even with all the fights I seen in recent, like in the say about the 9th, 10th, 11 rounds, he kind of like be running out of gas.
You know that always has been his
It's still it's
his
like
thing.
a
Some fights.
His last fight he
trains
did a
differently.
little bit better, but most of the time he's really pretty much been the same fighter, man. It ain't like he can move his head a little bit better, his head movement, his hook. You know, he got a little bit better, but
his defense
his
is
style,
superb, bro. His defense, come on, man.
his
He got
defense.
great fucking defense. Canelo has great defense, man.
I done seen him eating a whole bunch of punches.
Man, and
Bip,
that,
bip, his head.
and that's from
you know,
an onslaught.
Red hair be flying.
That's from an onslaught.
You know what I'm saying? If you had great defense, you wouldn't be catching blows to the motherfucking nose. You know what I'm saying? So, get rib checked here and there.
Hold
You
on, brother.
I done seen his red hair fly.
Brother.
Bip, bap. You know what I'm
Brother.
saying? Nigga running through that shit. I mean, you know, he be eating a lot of punches. I'll give him that. So that means, you know what I'm saying? Just because you can eat the punch don't mean you should be getting hit. Because, you know, you're not supposed to
You
be
know
hitting
what,
Canelo.
man? Hey, man.
Wrong motherfucker
To
hit you.
Canelo's benefit, he has decent, good defensive skills. Enough to pose
I don't know,
a
man. I
threat
think
to
Canelo
Crawford.
be using super performance enhancing drugs, bro.
Well, that's why he won't make the Hall of Fame. He'll be
He's
out
a
there with Babe Ruth.
duper califaxious type of face.
He'll be out there with
His face hella
Babe
buff.
Ruth, you guys.
Look like he a piece of granite, but it's all with performance enhancing drugs that he flushes his body with year round. Ryan Garcia went to his school of how to cheat. All the motherfuckers was in there. So sorry, Canelo, you gotta get tested by VADA right this very second while I'm talking.
No, that wouldn't even
Tested
be a
by the-
problem going
tested.
into a Crawford fight. That
No,
wouldn't even
fuck
be a
him.
problem.
He need to be tested year round without even fighting. Just go test him. Come on, man. We need some of this shit.
And that's probably the reason he's holding up on the contract. You know he's gonna take that money, but he probably has to get his system right.
You gotta
in order.
say, man, I gotta get it. We gotta hide. How can we do this?
And that's
shit?
why it'll be 2026 of May.
See, look, you
that's
take him
why I
a
be
whole
26.
year to flush his motherfucking
Yeah.
body out. Fucking cheater.
Yeah, it'll be 2026 Cinco de Mayo.
Just Canelo.
Because it'll take
You
you
ain't about to step up against Bud. Bud that been through this shit. You gotta test with him. All that old android piss and that superpower, supercalifragilistic juice that you and your crew, that you taught Ryan Garcia to do. Man,
That was
we ain't
cold,
going
brother.
for that shit, bro. Yeah,
Take the fight,
Renacio, whatever the fuck his coach's name, they all was.
Take the fight, Canelo.
And stop dosing too, cheater.
Please.
Micro dosing head ass motherfucker.
Hair up. Take the fight.
Yeah, we want a clean fight, man. Can we get some clean people fighting? Imano, and whoever wins, congratulations. Whoever loses, pat on the back, go back to the drawing board.
There it is there.
Can't whoop them. Just stop acting like you on the top level. Just levels to this shit, man. We want to see the top levels fight the top levels, and the lower levels be the people that we see in the beginning while we wait for the top levels to fight.
And you heard it from us, man. Boxing Talk, man. I am Sporticus Life. This is Chief Ravenfeather. We in the building, y'all. We in the building. Until then, on the one, man, the comments is going to stay open, and everybody going to see what it is, man. This is Boxing Talk.
No cheaters in boxing. All legal and all love. Peace, love, and happiness.
Take the fight, Canelo.
Take it.